Welcome to Drum and Drummer, a podcast focused on drums, drumming and drummers. I'm George Pickering and that's Ben Winty, and we are both professional drummers in this business we call music. So stick around and join us as we pass the time whilst trying to stay in time.
Well, I got Monday off. Not by choice. No one wants to book me. Good morning, it's Drum and Drummer. How we doing?
Great. Yeah, good. You? Have you recovered since the England game?
Well, mate, I don't know what day it is.
Is that because of the retirement, or is that because of...
Well, that doesn't help, you know. You were like, how's your day been? Slept and...
Yeah.
Did a bit of just potted about, really.
Yeah.
No, mate, honestly, right, check out the garb, innit?
Yeah, that's good.
Do you like
good.
it?
Yeah, I do
it,
like
right? It's not just...
Right, for listeners, he's wearing an England shirt.
Yeah, but it's not just any England shirt, is it?
Well,
Do you recognise it?
It's sort of yellow and blue, or
Yellow
purple.
and sort of greeny purple.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't recognise
No,
it.
you're too young. So this is the goalkeeper top
Oh.
that David Seaman wore, Euro 96.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's a short sleeve version. It's a replica short sleeve.
Mm.
I thought, do you know what? In tribute to the lads, the England lads, after their heroics against Mexico the other day, I thought I'd wear this. I've got this in time for the game. I thought I'd wear this for the pod. Slight regret because it's fucking hot. Because goalkeeper tops in the 90s had like a turtleneck.
Yeah.
So I think so. There's very little ventilation going on, passing from the neck down to the belly.
Yeah.
But then check this out, mate.
Oh, that's cool. When did you get that? For listeners, it says winter on the back.
Yeah, Winto.
And 85.
85.
The year you were born.
Yeah, the best year. Got from, not proud of it, but Sports Direct. And that.
That's cool. I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they added stuff.
Yeah, you can pay extra, get your name on the back, innit?
Nice.
I got a few England shirts with my name on the back. But I was always number 8. I was always number 8 because I was the king of midfield. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one, I was like, I can't put 8 on a goalie shirt. So I was like, I'll do 85. It's got 8 in it, Yeah. Right, well, that was a night, wasn't it?
It
England
was,
game.
It certainly was. It was.
We were texting throughout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what did you have on in the day before it?
Decorating.
Did you do the tactical nap before that everyone keeps?
Do you know what?
About?
I thought it was potentially. So me and my mates were chatting about this.
Yeah.
They've all got kids and jobs.
Yeah.
So they're always tired. From that. I'm tired from too much sleeping. When you're tired because you slept too much.
Yeah.
So they're obviously like a lot of them had work on Monday. Some had taken the morning off, but they're like they were going to set their alarms.
Yeah.
And get up at 1, and I was like, pussies.
Yeah.
None of you gig in Taunton every week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's
1
say
a.m.
you do
nothing.
a DJ set till exactly.
It's 1 a.m. I'm on the A303, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. What are you doing? In bed with your wife and children?
Sleeping, happy.
Yeah.
I'm driving past that Esso garage again. Fuck yeah. Oh, happy with your pension pot, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got Monday off, not by choice. No one wants to book me. So no, I plan on. No, I'm gonna stay up. We've been decorating the living room all weekend, so that's tiring. That's tiring. Painting, my fucking battered old body. But it was good. So we just ploughed through, and then it was like, right, we'll have a lovely dinner. And then
What'd you have?
Oh, on Sunday. Do you know what? I'm struggling to remember.
Yeah, fair.
Struggling to remember.
Okay, that's fine.
I'll move on. So, but what I did is we played PlayStation, and I delayed the Norway game, the Norway-Brazil game.
Right.
That was on at like 9. I was like, I'm going to wait till my wife's gone to sleep. Then I'm going to watch the Brazil-Norway game at like 11.
Yeah.
And that will see me through straight to sort of kick off.
Yeah.
Oh, been delayed, isn't it?
I know. At what point was it delayed? Because I got back from my gigs about 12:30, and I sort of potted about, had a shower, and then I was thinking, I don't want to watch the, Wazza and Joe Hart chatting shit for the. I'll just put it on at 10:02, and then it gets to it, and then they're having interviews, and I was thinking, they're really doing interviews quite close to. So what? When did they say it?
I don't know when they said it. I didn't know until 1 o'clock because I was avoiding going online because I didn't want to spoil the Brazil-Norway game.
Yeah.
So I didn't look at anything. And then you're right, I turned it on at 1 o'clock and I was like, hang on a minute.
So, all right, at that point, because I had this thought, did you think, do you know what? Is it worth it? I might just go to sleep. Was there even a little bit? Because there was for me. I was thinking, what's the point?
I'll be honest, I set an alarm for 2.
Yeah.
I thought just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case. I set an alarm for 2. But just some banter with the lads, isn't it?
Yeah.
Banter with the lads.
Not
Who's
me,
up?
listeners, just so you know.
Not too. I got other friends.
Yeah.
Who's up? You know?
Yeah. Sexy.
And it was like, do you know what? It was because people moaning about the time. Obviously, there was that faff where they're like, oh, it might move it to 7 p.m. in the evening or whatever. But yada. No, it's sticking with the original time. Cool. But not only was the game itself incredible.
Yeah.
And fucking mental.
Yeah.
But I found there was something, sexy's not the right word, but there was something spicy about it being at 1 a.m. Like it was exciting. And do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me a little bit of COVID. We're all in this together. This is not normal. We're all going to get up at like what, not everyone obviously, but some people can't stand football. But it's like we're all like, me and my friends were all up and it's the middle of the night. We're all like texted like, plus then you're watching this fucking batshit crazy game, which was intense.
We don't need to talk about how insane it was. It was. No. I mean, I couldn't sleep afterwards. I was texting Chris till about 5. I was texting you, and I assumed you went, and then me and Chris were like, I can't. I'm not gonna. I don't want to miss.
You don't blow the whistle at 101 minutes. And you're like, right, bedtime, thanks.
Yeah, no,
you're like pumped, absolutely pumped.
The birds have been up for ages and it's light outside now. So now you're confused, and then it gets to 5 and you're still buzzing going, well, do I just get up? Should I just start my day? Because after that performance, I'm not going to sleep. Let's go out. I didn't. I went to sleep probably about 5:01. But no, it was amazing. It was amazing. And it's one of those things where, I'm glad I didn't miss it, because I'd been gutted, And,
it's definitely one of them. You had to be there. You
did,
and I thought it was extra special that it was in the middle of the night. It was like, ooh, but I thought, well, could a man like myself have a lovely lie-in afterwards? He's semi-retired, nothing to do. No, because I had the fucking MOT, innit?
Ah, that's a shame.
So I had to take my car to Fareham.
Yeah.
For 8:30.
Yeah.
And drop the car off there. So 3 and a bit hours sleep, fine, safe to drive.
But what did you do when you got home?
I slept.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. I can't. If I go to sleep at 5 a.m. or whatever time, if I've been out late, I can't sleep for 8 hours. My body just wakes up at a normal-ish time. So I think I woke up at like 9:30, and I was like, yeah, that'll do. I had a 20-minute sort of snooze later, and then I'm good. Yeah,
sometimes you're like, well, I'll get up, and then because sometimes you've got to earn the nap. And so when I came back and slept, if I'd have just slept, straight through to like 11 or something, but because I'd taken my car to the garage, so it's like, I've been up and done stuff. Now this is like a cheeky nap. Now I'm like getting cheeky sleep.
Yeah. Do you know what I've found? If I've been up all night and I feel really wired just from lack of sleep, then I'll go through the whole day like more awake than ever, but going, this isn't normal. So what I do, I almost have to have a nap. Sounds mad, but almost to like reset, almost to like calm myself, because otherwise I'll just be like, And then, but if at like 8 or 9, earlier than that, like 7 p.m, if I just for 20 minutes just shut my eyes and I wake up a bit like dozy, a bit sleepy, like, oh, okay, that's all right. That feels more like 7 p.m. now, rather than like a manic no sleep 7 p.m. where you're like, what's happening? So Anyway, that was the football mental night.
It was. Well, that brings us on to the next round, the next game, Saturday night.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get ahead of myself. I go, right, if we beat Mexico, when's the next game?
Yeah.
But I had a look, obviously. Saturday, 10 p.m. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Got a wedding gig.
Yeah.
This is a wedding. This one is a wedding.
Yeah.
I did that party the other week, the Paraguay game.
Yeah.
They weren't interested, didn't watch it. I watched it at 3 a.m. This one's a wedding. This is a bigger game.
Yeah.
Quarterfinal against Norway.
Yeah.
But it's a wedding.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Exactly.
What are they going to do? Because you'd assume like a lot of their guests are going to want to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've assumed this before, and I've done wedding gigs on Euro England games and things, and sometimes they don't bother and all that. But you also get it. It's their wedding, isn't it? You know, I mean, they didn't plan.
No.
To do it when England are playing Norway in the quarterfinals of the World Cup.
No.
Didn't plan on that. But thankfully, so here's the positives.
Right.
The gig is 5 miles from my house.
That is a positive.
That is considering the last few months.
You
that is a
lucky
positive.
fucker. Yeah.
So I could watch it delayed 12:15. Really.
Yeah.
I could be like, bang, we're in.
Yeah.
The dilemma, is Neil going to watch it on his phone while we're playing?
Almost certainly. Almost
certainly. Is the wedding going to show it? Are the guests going to keep their mouths shut?
No.
We're going to avoid spoilers. We don't know. However, this gig is not. They've not got me on the right foot to start with. So it's a wonder-year gig. We got the itinerary. Only 11 days before the gig. That's a bit late, really, from our agency. Normally we get it at least 2 weeks before, but they're basically fucked.
What, the agency?
Wow. I'm being flippant. But, when staff leave and they don't replace all of them,
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
Well, yeah.
Keeping the costs down. So they did say, like, they've got new people doing the itineraries and stuff, so it might take a bit longer. But whatever. Anyway, what's not helped, we got a dep for Elliot this Saturday. He's on holiday, which is fine. We got a good dep. He's done freshman year loads.
Who is it?
Liam Baker.
I might have heard of him. Anyway, carry on.
Anyway. So we'd sent him a standard set list in advance when we've got him on the gig.
Yeah.
Like, here's our standard set, like, just to give him a heads up. Obviously, you can't 100% guarantee that's the full set because the clients can usually select their top 10 favourites.
Yeah.
That's what they get. Please choose your top 10 favourites from the band's repertoire and they'll do their best to play them. Now, a lot of the time, I just ignore that list. A lot of the time, we're playing most of them anyway.
Yeah.
And if there's 3 and we've never played them before, 5, because we have 70 songs on our repertoire. We've probably played 45 of those live. The rest are just on the website, and we probably never play them. And so sometimes I'm like, well, we're playing 6 at the 10. Fine, fuck them. Don't care. I'm not learning 4 songs. I'm not learning 4 songs. You have a laugh.
There you go. If anyone wants to book Ben's band, this is the attitude you get.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Now, not only did they we got the itinerary, as I say, 11 days before the show. We've got a dep singer. The fucking England game's on. Anyway, reading through, I just have a quick scan before later on I'll send it to the band and do all the details and logistics and everything. It's a quick scan through, see if there's any bullshit. Preferences, top 10. Okay. There's maybe they've listed 12 to 15 songs. Yeah, we play most of them, Under that list, do not plays.
Yeah.
Right? We may have talked about this before where it's like, sometimes they're like, do not play Brown Eyed Girl.
Yeah.
Because maybe someone was murdered to that song.
And
Or
like,
something,
why?
So it's horrific. Or it was their ex's favourite song. Or something like that. You don't know. Now they also then had another list below this that was songs from our repertoire that they only want played on Spotify.
Right.
Like, they don't want us to play them.
Yeah.
They want those specific songs on Spotify. That entire list of do not plays and songs they want on Spotify was 32 songs long. Our repertoire only has 70 songs.
Yeah.
So they've gone they've booked our band and then we've gone, let's have a look at the repertoire. Half of that, no thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've got the right band then.
Yeah, but wasn't it like a lot of them were like the big enders, like Mr. Brightside?
I can pull up the.
Yeah. Do it, boy. Do it, boy.
Let me get the details up. Right, so these are songs that we normally play that they don't want. Call Me Maybe.
It's fair enough.
They don't want any Bruno Mars.
It's fair enough.
They don't want Rolling in the Deep, Shut Up and Dance, Shake It Off, Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, I Kiss a
Mental.
Girl. Yeah. Taylor Swift, Mr. Brightside, Sex on Fire,
Yeah.
Since You've Been Gone,
See,
Skater Boy,
Yeah.
Britney Spears, All Star, Angels,
Yeah.
Nirvana,
Yeah.
Brown Eyed Girl. And then on Spotify, they don't want Man, I Feel Like a Woman, Umbop, Wannabe, 9 to 5, and Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
what are you doing?
A lot of them I agree with, but Mr. Brightside, Sex on Fire, and Angels, that's 10 minutes right there. That's just the easiest end for you. You can play them with, your dick in your hand, and everyone will go mad.
Often do.
Yeah.
Often do.
Big time. So, but when they take that away, so what have you done?
Well, so what I did was I was like, right, okay, this is mental.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is right. Let's look at the damage.
Yeah.
So let's take our standard set that I would work with, and I will mark on the set list in red songs they don't want, orange songs they only want on Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first set is fairly unharmed.
Yeah. But that's what's funny. Because if it was the first set...
They want the shits.
Yeah.
They want the fluff we play at the start.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, there's like 2 or 3 in that first set. The second set was obliterated. Out of the 17 songs, I think like 14 of them were like, we can't play. So it was like, right. Now there are other songs. And then I was like, right, let's mark the songs they do want that we do play. Right, okay. And then it was like, right, let's go through the rest of the repertoire and let's see what songs we have played before that are on neither list. And let's just put them in a pile. And then I was like, right, Liam's on the gig. We've all been in Victoria. We've all played with Vintage Roots. Like, is there any songs from those bands?
Yeah. Well, I
that
joked.
We can kind of
Old Boy and Build Me Up Buttercup.
You did joke, but it's things like Paradise, things like that kind of thing. And it got to the point I was like, I've managed to cobble together like a 31 song set list.
Yeah.
But we are 3 short.
Yeah.
Liam's played freshman year a lot.
Yeah.
Neil's in freshman year. I'm in freshman year.
Yeah.
So we're just doing 3 freshman year songs.
Great.
That kind of fit that vibe. So like Fall Out Boy, another Blink 182 song.
Yeah.
And Green Day.
Yeah. Perfect.
Finish with but it's like, so it's like, sorry, wife, you're just going to have to learn a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Because that's easier. Because Liam's adept, so he's got to learn all our other songs as well.
Yeah.
So I was like, try and make life easier. But I was like, you fucking cat. And
Also, Also, to be blunt, if you guys play it as a trio, then, your wife probably can get away with she could turn the keyboard off.
I did say to her, like, if you don't want to play them, you don't.
Do you want to be Bez?
We do them as a 3-piece all the time. Like,
just be Bez. Get some maracas and just, give the hotties your sex size,
Yeah.
So, wow. Well, good luck with that. I've had a gig coming today for tomorrow. So, that's good, isn't it? With Tim Love. I love a gig like that. Tim messaged me, "Oh, mate, you free tomorrow for a gig in Haywards Heath?" Yes, absolutely. Not to put some paranoia in your head, but what if they've got it the wrong way around and, they've accidentally listed all the songs they do want,
Well, fortunately, it's very clearly written in capital letters.
Right.
Do not play.
Okay,
no, thank you.
That was going to be my next question. I was going to be like, could you be like, are you sure, but if it's capitals?
Well, it put you in a dilemma, really, because you kind of like, the risk is, because if someone says, oh, we like this, and you don't play it, that's okay, because it is just a preference.
Yeah.
When someone actively says, do not play, no thank you, and you play that song... That is a bit of a... That is a middle finger up. That is a fuck you.
Yeah.
Right? Even the songs that they're like, we want this on Spotify only. Like, they have made a conscious decision to tell us, we don't want you to play this.
Yeah.
We want this on Spotify. Now, there's 3 options. 1, fuck them, do what we want. That's an option.
Yeah.
2, go back to the agency and say, hey... Can you just say to them, can we play these songs live?
Yeah.
The trouble is, then you have to start explaining yourself. And if the explanation is, because we've got a depth singer, and we don't know any of the other songs on our repertoire,
yeah, but
you're not giving yourself a good impression.
But it's not just that. If they've taken the good set songs and you're left with Paradise by George Ezra over I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor, it's like you could be like that. Like, I don't know if the crowd will like it.
So I took the third option, which was like, I've pieced together a set.
Yeah.
And my fucks given has dropped to 0.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't...
From 1.
I care even less now about your gig because England are playing. Like, it's 5 miles from my house. I'll turn up, do the job, and I'm getting out of there. Hopefully with the game unspoilt. But I felt this was a point where I was like, I have to email the agency and say, this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Like, it's their mental.
Yeah.
But, like, you need to filter that part of the itinerary before you send it to the band and say to them, sorry, this is too many songs to say you don't want. If you don't want some songs, but can you just pick 5 you don't want? Because I think the agency a few years ago started giving that option. Top 10 you like, top 5 you don't like. And everyone was using that opportunity to write 5 they don't want. Right? So we said to them, it's mental. Like, get rid of that. Stop asking people what they don't want because they're clearly going to use it. And so in this case, they didn't ask the clients what they don't want. The clients have just done that on their own will. But I say to them, like, when they get that itinerary, this is the problem. Like, back in the day, the agency, the people at the staff used to be musicians who did that in the day, and then they'd go and gig, so they'd know the score. Now, a lot of the staff are just non-musician admin people, which is fine, but they don't understand. But it's like, when that comes through, that needs to be flagged before it reaches the band to be like, hang on a minute, that is insane. Go back to them and say, you've chosen a lot of songs you don't want. That's unreasonable. Can you pick 5 you don't want? And then the band will play the rest, So I emailed the agency back, and I said to the booking agent, I knew she was new, I said, look, it's not your fault. I said, but this is like unacceptable. And I CC'd in the boss, and I was like, this needs to be stopped before it gets to us. It's only 11 days before the gig. I don't mind having a few do not plays, but this is half of our repertoire. And we have a debt, which is our problem, not yours. But this is makes it really challenging. I mean, it'd be challenging with Elliot. I love you, Elliot, but Elliot, learn 11 songs before the gig. And so the boss, actually, fair play to him, got back straight away, and he was like, thanks for the feedback. Like, booking agents from now, we will, if they list more than 5 songs they don't want, we will intervene. Point out to the clients that this isn't how it's done. And he made a good point, which is what I didn't make the point to them, but it was like, clients who destroy the set list that much will get an inferior product. Well, it's like it's like a pizza. Because we've done like loads of gigs recently, and our performances as Wonder Year are really good. We've done loads of gigs with original lineup, so it's like we are on it. Everyone is dialed into that set now, and the set changes very little between each gig. And now we're going out and we're basically playing completely half a different set. Like songs we haven't played for 4 years. Songs we've not played as together. Songs me and Neil and Liam have played that Phoebe hasn't. Like all these kind of, and it's just like, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for the band. It's not a good look for the agency. It's not a good look for their guests, being like, why don't I don't know any of these songs? And we play these songs normally because they go down well. People like them. I mean, it's the equivalent of it's like them saying to the pizza truck that will inevitably be there, being like, we don't want any of the usual toppings. Can you just do vegan cheese and that's it? And then the pizza people are like, are you sure? Because that's our we love
worst
your pizzas,
seller.
But can you do them without dough?
What? Exactly. Just put sauce in people's hands. Just get their bare palms and get some ladle out Mariana. Sauce throw pepperoni in their face. Exactly. Can you do that? Because that's the equivalent of it. Well, best of luck with that. Anyway, do you want to hear about me and Chris going on a night out? Just before we end. So we had 2 gigs over the weekend. One in Birmingham, and then the next in Worcester. And
these both with the Lainey.
Both with the Lainey.
The Lainey Lot. Is that the nickname for your band?
The Lainey Lot. The Lainey Lot. That's what I call it. So we drive up. Gig in Birmingham. We're on about 5:30 or something. Get there about. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Who the hell cares? We did a gig. It was fun, And then afterwards, we were given 1 food token and 4 drink tokens. Right? You just go up.
You do the math.
You do the math.
Yeah.
Go up to the bar. Right, I'll have 4 buds, please. I didn't drink because I never really drink on gigs, especially if I got a gig the next day. But Chris and Jimmy, they got stuck in. Do you know what I mean? And it's a weird one with drinking. I always feel like people musicians often, I think I've talked about this before, don't want to talk about or publicize drinking on their Instagram. So they're like, oh, I don't want people to think I'm, a liability on gigs. I don't really agree with that. I'll happily say on here, I've had gigs, and if it goes well, you go out for a drink afterwards, get on it. Who cares? It doesn't affect it doesn't affect my performance. But anyway, so Chris and Jimmy were enjoying the free drinks tokens, and then we all went back to the hotel, and Georgie and Ben bought curry, loads of curry, and we're still unsure which room we were going to all be in. But I was pretty sure that the room we were in, that they bought all of this curry into, would be my room. So I was like, it's great. There's a load of curry here. And I wasn't really hungry because I'd had a pizza and a burger at the gig, right? And so everyone's eating curry. And then, Jimmy is, he's had a good night. He's done. And Chris was like, should we go down?
What did he have? Did he have curry? Did he have a pizza?
I don't know. I think he had a burger at the gig. But, he'd had a lot of brewskis. And then he had some curry. And...
Jimmy eat burger.
You could just see his eyes. His eyes were glazed with curry and Budweiser.
The glaze.
Yeah. So, but Chris, on the other hand, was like, "Should go down to the hotel bar." I was like, "Do you know what? Yeah, I've only had 1 beer at the gig. Let's go down. We were in Stourport. Who knows?
Yeah.
Someplace.
Who knows where that is? Yeah.
Somewhere between Birmingham and Worcester. And we were like, let's go down to the hotel bar. We get downstairs. It's closed. So we went. Should we just go out? Should we just see what's in Stourport? Which is
what time was this? Because that's quite key.
Good question. I'd say about 12:30, half midnight or something. But we were laughing as we were leaving, going, "This is funny. This is funny because
like a couple of little school kids bunking off."
Yeah, because we were like, well, tomorrow, checkout's at 11. We're in no rush to get to that gig. We're about half an hour from the venue, and we don't need to be there till about 2 or something. So we were like, well, let's go out. So Chris Googles pubs, and we find this place that's open till 2 a.m. Went great, and it was the dirtiest place I've ever seen. It was a bit like a dive bar. Do you remember when you and I went to Liverpool and we ended up going?
Just thinking about that pub. Yeah,
it was exactly like that. It was exactly like that. And we had a chat, just having some beers. We did some shots, and then Chris was like, right, let's go and chat to some people. Let's chat to the locals, which was just funny, And then it gets about 2 a.m. We're like, right, we should probably call it a night, So we get back. And then Chris, it's a bit like being on tour or gigging with super hands, Because we get back, I am done. He just carries on eating curry. Do you know what I mean? It's just a conveyor belt of curry and booze and, whatever. And then we woke up the next day feeling a bit rough, and went and did the gig. But I never liked to. I hate being hungover for gigs. I wasn't hungover. I'd had a few beers and some shots. But I don't know. With anything else, I'm like, yeah, I can be hungover. Work, yeah, fine. You know, I'll go out for a drink. But gigs, it's like I do take it seriously. But anyway, we had a lovely gig, and it's much like you were Wonder Year. We're dialed in now, It's kind of like...
Do you have any, tricks for sorting out a hangover? Do you have any, tried and tested
Not
methods?
really, no. I know a lot of people do.
Because we did... me and Neil, we did a Victoriana gig years ago, and I don't know why, but he'd had some drinks the night before, or we had. I don't know if we'd stayed over somewhere because we had 2 gigs next to each other,
Yeah.
But he was declining on the drive to this gig. It might have been Victoria, might have been Auction Thief. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He took the risk on Mackie D's couple of double cheeseburgers.
Right.
And that will either make you feel worse,
Yeah.
or it will rise you right back up to the top. And he had them, and he thought, bang, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, so when I did drinking, I wasn't drinking.
Lad.
Just a lad, innit? Just an absolute lad. So I used to do, when I did the Hampshire County Youth Brass Band.
Yeah, lad.
We'd, lad. Absolute fucking lad. That was in Winchester, so we'll get the train up from, a lot of us would get the train up from Fareham. But there was like older people, you know, who were 18 doing it. And if they were hungover from the Friday night, or when we got a bit older and we were, there's one guy who was like, the ultimate hangover cure is a Dr. Pepper and a bag of Worcester sauce. Oh, fucking what are they called? They're like
wheat crunchies? I don't know.
Wheat crunchies.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying this before. Yeah.
He was like, gospel, that is the hangover cure. You know?
Have you tried it? Does it work?
I think I did try it.
It's weird though.
I mean,
yeah, but
it's quite the combination.
Well, it is, but I don't think I've ever had something that's gone, yes, I'm back to normal. Do you know what I mean?
What you really need is water and sleep.
Yeah.
Those are the, you know.
Yeah, you do.
Dr. Pepper is your sort of water.
I have noticed, particularly women are very good at this, is doing like, if you know you're going to really go out, like plan the hangover day as the next day. You know, like I've known people that be like, right, this is my big night out. I'm gonna do all sorts, you know. But tomorrow, I've got this food in already. I'm watching these films. I've got my bed made up. I've got my blanket. I've got my hot water bottle. Like all these different things.
The hot water bottle is out.
Yeah.
And the Friends DVD box set is ready.
But it's like, you know, so they don't have to leave the house. They don't have to wake up and go, oh fucking hell, I've got no food in. I've got nothing, you know. I've got the crust on a loaf of bread. That's it. Yeah. So I'll have a bit of toast. Because I was terrible. I you know, the amount of times I'll go out and have everything planned for the next day, you know. I mean, that time when I went out with Gabby, I don't know how it happened, but I was still drunk the next day. Like, I think I can't have been, but I was, you know, like a whole 24 hours later. And I was trying to slice bread at the bakery going, I'm pissed. And I forgot this, but apparently my manager did send me home at 11 because she was like, you're drunk. I was like, I'm not. I can't be. It wasn't even like...
Stop eating the bread.
Yeah, it wasn't even like I was trying to be...
One for me,
yeah,
one for the cafe.
I was genuinely like, well, is that possible? But I think it was. But anyway, yeah, well, you know, that's that. Lots of hangover cures. Send in your best hangover cure.
Hangover cures, West, you know, gigging on hangovers.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
I've probably said this before, but my friend at uni played the organ.
Yeah.
And he was so hungover, and he was doing a church service the next day, one-handed, vomiting into a Tesco bag. You know, it's... Yeah. We've all been there. We've all had our shockers.
Yeah, I think
But now, as I'm older, if I'm like, oh, go out with the boys, which is so rare, you know, twice a year or something like that. Yeah. And then, like, when you're free, I will look at, if it's like a Friday night, I will look at the Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. And go, I can't have a gig and I can't have a recording session. No. I need to pick a weekend where I've got 2 days to do fuck all.
Yeah, literally. That's what I mean, the planning of it. I think my favourite one to this day is the day where we went cliff jumping when I lived in Mallorca. And then we did a gig and then went to Magaluf and then got back at about 6 a.m, slept till 4. And then went and did the next gig, you know what I mean? But it's like, could I do that now? Probably, but it will be a lot worse, you know? So, send it in, listeners, you know.
Yeah, let us know.
Where, you know, most hungover gig and hangover tips, you know? I remember, I think you told us that one, remember when Lainey from Snakes talked about when she said she was hungover and wanted to buy orange juice and Monster Munch. And then got it on Deliveroo. That might have been when you mentioned, you know, your mate. But,
and it was like 15 quid for a bag of Monster Munch or something. Yeah, because they didn't have the drinks. Yeah. Just got one bag of Monster Munch delivered to our house.
When you're hungover.
Iconic. Go and listen to that episode.
Yeah. Really listen back.
Go back. Well, do you want to finish up there, boy?
Let's finish up there, boy.
So, thank you very much for listening. Get in touch, drumanddrummerpod@gmail.com, @drumanddrummerpodcast, drumcharts.co.uk. Thank you very much for listening, George. Pleasure
as always.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Drum and Drummer. You can find us on Instagram at Drum and Drummer Podcast. And you can send us an email to drumanddrummerpod@gmail.com. Remember, just pick up the sticks and twat it.